Coming up on this episode of Earth, we travel to Israel to see the most sustainable synthetic fiber for today's global fashion apparel industry. We take you to Italy to see how sustainable mobility is changing the future of our automotive industry. We introduce you to a U.S. company that offers innovative solutions to manage our precious resource of water, and an Italian company whose innovation in engines is driving us towards a zero-emission world. It's all coming up on Earth. Hi, I'm John Holden.
And I'm Andrea Ocampo. Welcome to Earth.
We're starting off our show here in Tel Aviv, a breathtaking city along the Mediterranean Sea in central Israel, and a haven for its young, affluent, and environment-conscious population who are always seeking that healthy, active, and sustainable lifestyle. This concern for the environment is especially important to a company near here, who for the past 5 decades has been making sustainable and innovative material for the world's top performance apparel brands, as you're about to see. While air pollution and other environmental problems are a concern for large cities like Tel Aviv, eco-friendly development has been underway here and is showing its face in the modern buildings and people who live here and enjoy its active lifestyle. But companies in the textile apparel industry are also under attack for being a major source of pollution and waste. And as a result, the fashion apparel market has become increasingly focused on sustainability.
Fast fashion is dead, and sustainability is something that brands really care about right now. And everybody that's not caring about sustainability kind of needs to get on board.
When it comes to fashion apparel today, sustainability is no longer just nice to have. It's become crucial for eco-friendly products and sustainable improvements to be at the forefront of the premium apparel industry.
People will always speaking about how their fabric looks, what are the performance of them, how they feel inside of them. Now they think, how are they made? They want to wear something that they know have high performance, look great, but are done in a responsible way.
Each year, an estimated 70 million metric tons of natural and man-made fiber is produced for clothing to be worn by consumers all over the world, but most of that is polyester fiber or cotton. However, a small but very important segment of that fiber has unique benefits that are highly valued and needed from a product called nylon.
The benefit of nylon is very clear. Nylon is much more stronger than the other fibers and is softer to feel, and it has always been something like very natural feeling.
I believe that nylon is the most sustainable synthetic fiber that exists today.
The leading global producer of premium nylon 6/6 fiber for fashion and performance apparel is a company called Nilit, founded almost 50 years ago in Israel, and today supplying premium nylon yarn to nearly 70 countries around the world to make the high-performance clothing that moves us today.
Having a performance fabric, a performance product that at the end of the day provide you the ability to do the sports that you want in the best way possible, and then to feel good after doing that, this is critical for them. I think that the main benefits of nylon 6/6, apart from its softness, durability, exceptional visual, and tactile aesthetics, is its longevity. When a garment stays like new for many years, it's very rare that its owner will throw it away. We see the mission of Nilit to help shaping the apparel world to use more sustainable products in a more responsible way. Our concern to the environment actually leads that every initiative today in the company is connected to sustainability.
From its near 100% recycling of used nylon and waste materials to its research into biodegradation of new products, Nilit's R&D department has always been focused on sustainability. This concern for the environment and sustainability in Israel is especially evident here at Nilit's brand new power generation plant for clean energy.
We established this new power plant that is using clean energy coming from natural gas. It's a 72 megawatt facility. We're using about 26. All the rest is for lighting in the neighboring communities. And this is part of our responsibility, not only to our manufacturing plant, but also to the community.
Nilit's R&D has resulted in high-tech features for apparel like cooling, warming, moisture wicking, energizing, and odor management, as well as innovative new sustainable products like Sensil EcoCare Nylon, a recycled premium yarn made from pre-consumer waste that has tremendous benefits for the environment.
Sensil EcoCare is already giving to us 55% of energy saving, with 80% of water less used for the processes. So it means that when we are branding the product Sensil, means that we know all the chain from the upstream till to the downstream.
Sensil is an amazing fiber that will last for years. It's not throwaway, it's not fast fashion, and it's going to be in your closet. And when it's not in your closet, you can upcycle.
Today, as the only nylon 6/6 producer with a truly global footprint, with facilities in Israel, China, Brazil, and yes, here in the United States, where Nilit's manufacturing facility for performance fiber here in beautiful Martinsville, Virginia, is appropriately located next to the NASCAR Speedway, the perfect combination of high performance and concern for nature.
I'm excited. There's a lot of huge opportunities that we can work together with the industry, with the apparel to bring to the consumers, and with the brands to bring to the consumers new things.
All those things contribute to a product that's more eco-friendly. And here at Nilit, we eco-care, and that's the name of our product.
We all have to rethink of the way that we are sourcing, of the way that we are manufacturing, of the way that we are processing, and the way that we are knitting, in order for it at the end to bring to the audience, to bring to the millennials, to bring to the consumers a product which is environmental responsible.
Sustainability existed in Nilit much before that, before it became fashionable. For us, it's a necessity. It's not just a buzzword, it's a necessity, and we are focusing on that.
It's all about innovation, the actual nylon fiber that goes into the performance clothes we wear, whether it's here in the USA or here in Tel Aviv, Israel. We all want to make more responsible choices to protect this good earth. Our next stop, Italy, in the Corbetta area near Milan. You know, Italy is known for its historic architecture, churches like this one, and quaint villages. But Italians are also known for their love for high performance, power, and speed in the automotive industry. And today, it's all about sustainable mobility. Let's take a look. Italy may be synonymous with high performance and power in the automotive industry, but globally, there's need for significant change in our mobility when it comes to the environment.
As a society, we're in the midst of a climate change crisis with a dramatic increase in carbon emissions and greenhouse gases that we've seen over the last 100 years, contributing to an overall warming of the planet, which some predict, if left unabated, could lead to a 3 to 4 degree increase in average global temperatures, the result of which will have catastrophic impact on the economy and society as a whole. The automotive industry is far from the biggest contributor to this crisis, but nonetheless it accounts for about 10% of emissions annually.
However, the automotive sector today is facing a transition period of historic importance, from electrification to autonomous driving technology.
Frankly, there's never been a more exciting time to be in the automotive industry. We're in the midst of this greatest disruption our industry's seen in well over 100 years. And with the advent of new technologies and autonomous technologies, connectivity, and new business models with the ride sharing and car sharing concepts, we really do have the potential to change the world.
One of the leading suppliers of this innovative technology to the automotive industry can be found here in Corbetta, Italy, at a company called Marelli.
Marelli is one of the largest suppliers in the automotive industry, in the components, and we supply all the most important brands. I like to say that the majority of the cars has a Marelli technology and innovation.
With 62,000 employees and 170 facilities and R&D centers globally, Marelli is one of the largest independent automotive suppliers in the world, supplying all leading car makers in Europe, North and South America, and Asia with the latest technology and mobility solutions, thanks to its race-to-road innovations and a long history in the top-tier automotive industry.
You cannot have a future if you don't recognize from where you arrive. And there are products that we are proud to say 1892. So there are really a lot of emotion that I feel when I enter here. It's emotion because I feel the responsibility to continue the challenge that these guys previous me they have done in much tougher period. So I'm proud and I'm sure that the contribution of Marelli in the new challenges will be great. Our company has a long tradition in motorsport. We supply electrical motor in Formula E. The motorsport is the toughest proving ground for innovation and advanced technology. So that is the logical step that we see. We want to perform high performance car. In the same time, we want to have the democracy of car where everybody can have in an affordable way the high technology.
The electronics that are being produced now, that's the big shift within the industry, and Marelli has positioned themselves to support that part of the market. We call them power modules, or the unit that actually helps us bring energy in one form and convert it into another. That is core to what Marelli is producing in this facility.
And that requires a high-tech clean room where workers need to suit up from head to toe in order to prevent contamination.
In the clean room behind me, what's being made are the chips that are required to support the unit that basically transfers energy from one energy to another. And the reason it's so important that it's a clean room is because any particulate that could get on this surface could have a detrimental effect. So it's a very controlled environment, not only from the manufacturing of the product, but also from the quality checks that we go through at the end. It's not just one part, it's how the energy within that vehicle is managed and how it's supporting mobility.
In addition to alternative powertrain, Marelli is also addressing the areas of the automobile that are changing rapidly with its advancements in connected and autonomous technology.
Today we are working to develop the autonomous driving to allow the cars to be autonomous without any support from the driver. The car can drive, stop, start, recognize the obstacles, decide to turn on left or right depending the traffic or the potential accident, and also to contribute to save life. This means a strong contribution in sustainability because everything is optimized. In the same time, it's a stronger contribution also on safety. So in all of this, I think that there are a lot of activities that a company like Marelli can do, and proud to be part of these new challenges.
Mobility is now undergoing a true paradigm shift in performance, and Marelli has the resources to play a lead role in this change.
How we will be moving vehicles down the road is going to change completely. How people will move within those vehicles will also change.
To change the future of the mobility. That is our mission.
We're seeing the change. OEMs are now being forced to design really exciting and great new vehicles. They're doing that because it enables in terms of performance, acceleration, handling, some would argue is far better than a traditional gasoline-powered engine. And when you see that OEMs designing and launching much more exciting vehicles, again, that's going to be one of the big things that will help drive that tipping point, moving from today to tomorrow, where battery electric will be a big portion of the market.
The key to mobile sustainability lies in continuous innovation, so we can all travel this good Earth to see all the sights it has to offer, while still investing in technology like this to power the vehicle of tomorrow. Next up, field correspondent Andrea Ocampo is in Wilmington, Delaware.
We get so caught up with our everyday lives that when we stroll by, take a walk, or go on a hike, we never really think that the beautiful sights around us could someday be a thing of the past. Elements of nature that sustain life, like our forest, energy sources, and fresh water, must be carefully managed to ensure future generations can enjoy all that nature has to offer, as well as the lifestyle you and I know today. Sustainable use of natural resources looms as one of the most significant challenges of the 21st century, and it's one that policymakers and business leaders must face together. That in part is due to many products that we use every single day having a more important environmental impact than we really realize. Let's take a closer look. While the world's population tripled in the 20th century, the use of renewable water resources has grown sixfold. Within the next 50 years, the world's population will increase by another 40 to 50%. The population growth, coupled with industrialization and urbanization, will result in an increasing demand for water and other natural elements and will have serious consequences on the environment.
Electricity, paper, gasoline for your car, jet fuel for an airplane, all these are very water-intensive industries. 50 years ago, if you made steel or you produced oil or packaging, a lot of people brought water out of a river, out of a stream, out of a lake, ran it through their process and discharged it back. It was called once through. But obviously with sustainability and recycling, customers have been really focused on recycling this water. But it's not as easy just to say, well, I'm just going to recycle it, because the water builds up with contamination. That contamination, those solids, can have detrimental effects to their process equipment. And so that's where Solenis consults and adds materials to help protect the customer's equipment to allow them to effectively recycle and reuse the water.
Did you know that water is used by industries to create, separate, dilute, wash, transport, and keep cold products? Nearly every product you use requires water during its manufacturing process. Solenis has become a leading provider of sustainable solutions for these water-intensive businesses and its mission to help their consumers manage and conserve water and other natural resources.
Besides being key to sustain life, water is fundamental for industrial processes. In fact, after agricultural use, industrial processes are the second largest user of water globally.
Changing the way that these industries use water can have a major impact on the effort to preserve the most precious resource. A prime example is paper production. As the use of e-commerce has surged, so has a demand for paper packaging like cardboard to ship all those purchases. As a solutions provider to 70% of the world's paper tonnage, Solenis technology is making a difference in how all of that paper is created and recycled.
They can take waste paper as an example, and they could make new corrugated packaging out of waste material by using our technologies to repulp that waste material, put new strength into that waste material, and make a brand new product that they sell as a corrugated package.
With the help of 5,200 employees and 40 manufacturing facilities that span 120 countries and 5 continents, Solenis helps its customers to reach their sustainability and environmental goals. They accomplish that by either enabling them to manage and conserve natural resources more effectively,
or by allowing them to make products that are more sustainable.
To know that what we do for our customers every day is really helping to impact the environment, helping them to put safer products on consumers' tables, let's say, being able to impact things like e-commerce so that not only can e-commerce grow and be more convenient for all of us as shoppers and consumers, but also to do it in a responsible way. And be able to enable that to happen is a pretty rewarding feeling.
Sometimes the simplest of products, like a single-use coffee cup, can represent some of the most significant challenges for manufacturers and recyclers as they strive to meet customer expectations, all while reducing the environmental impact. The coating on the inside of one of these cups is plastic. That makes it disposable, not recyclable. But science is changing that.
280 billion paper cups produced today, and less than 1% of them are recyclable today. The reason for that is because they are lined with a polyethylene film to provide barrier to temperature, migration of fluids through the paper, etc. At Solenis, we have developed a novel technology that enables these cups to be recyclable and compostable.
Consumers have a big role to play in driving sustainable solutions. They can advance their knowledge on how products are made, understand the ingredients in the products they consume, as well as the carbon footprint in their products. This will help drive more informed change. So we all need to be focused on the right things to ensure a better world tomorrow.
Our thirst for clean water and for millions of products that require it for manufacturing will continue to grow as our world population booms and new markets emerge. But there is hope for those demands to be met if we treat water as the precious resource that it is. By using innovative science and technology, we can reduce, reuse, and keep the taps flowing. I'm Andrea Ocampo. Until next time.
Our next stop, Turin, Italy. You know, Italians are known for their preservation of history and their love of movement. I'm talking fast movement in fashion, technology, and most certainly automobiles. Nothing is more critical to human progress than movement. Today, we're all part of a global moving economy that is driven by technology, and that means continuous innovation is needed in energy-efficient engines that is driving us towards a zero-emission world.
Modern society has to face several big challenges, including supply, energy, and mobility to a larger number of people, while reducing environmental impact.
Improving the energy efficiency of the transport system is now most important goal of our work.
Here at Politecnico di Torino University in Turin, Italy's oldest technical university, research has been underway in the electrification of vehicles for well over a decade, resulting in innovation that is moving as rapidly as our global economy.
We're very active in educational and research activities which are concerned with climate change, energy transition in the short and long perspective, wave energy, hydrogen generation and storage, solar energy, new generation batteries, and last but not least, sustainable mobility.
And it's not just a need for sustainable mobility and automobiles, but a need for all vehicles and machinery to be hybrid or electric in the future to greatly increase efficiency and reduce greenhouse gases, from construction equipment to trucks and tractors, and yes, even race cars.
We organized a student team that deals with the conception, the design, and the production of a car like this. This is a quite fast and performant car. It accelerates to 100 km per hour in less than 3 seconds. The lateral acceleration can go up to 2.5 Gs. And regardless of this high performance, the fuel consumption, even if it is electric, the equivalent fuel consumption is less than 1 liter per 200 kilometers.
This education and innovation and sustainable movement has been in partnership with a global company called Dayco, which has led the way in engine innovation for over a century. Today, as the leading global engine drive system solution provider for hybrid electric vehicles, Dayco has been continuously moving original equipment forward for a smaller carbon footprint.
We're excited to be celebrating 115 years of innovation and movement within Dayco. And our mission within Dayco is to provide innovative solutions and system solutions for our customers in both original equipment, but also in the aftermarket.
Here at Dayco's R&D Labs and Tech Center in Ivrea, Italy, Dayco has a dedicated team of engineers and state-of-the-art testing facility stations for research, design, manufacturing, and distribution of essential engine drive systems for machines moving forward around the globe. The sustainability of our planet has become the center point of that innovative mission.
Innovation is the starting point, is the foundation, because without innovation there is no future. So in this company, in Dayco, where we are proud to work as a team, we look every day for innovation, thinking out of the box to look for every step where we can improve our product, and improving our product means having a better efficiency of the engine.
The end products from Dayco's innovative research is making the energy-efficient movement happen globally, thanks to world-class simulation and testing stations, including full-system hybrid solutions, and rolling road test benches that match real-world conditions at full engine speed.
For example, on this room, that is a semi-anechoic room, we can test different kind of vehicles up to 300 kilometers per hour, and each axle 600 horsepower. And so we can simulate in a real environment every kind of vehicle.
It's better to have such kind of benches where we can put sensors and we can track a lot of parameters that normally on a car is very difficult to do. And here we can really test each single component in order to improve and optimize each single component.
This transition is going to be really, really important. Not everyone can afford, again, a full electric vehicle. They're going to need a stepping stone in that process of something that's affordable, but still significantly reducing the CO2 footprint that that vehicle then provides to the environment.
With ever greater power, our movement economy is rushing along with unstoppable force, a movement that Dayco has continuously improved by creating products and engine systems that endure. Protecting our environment is driven by ever-changing improvement in our technology.
And here in Italy, it's technology that will have an immediate impact on our carbon footprint. I'm John Holden. Thanks for watching.